Because once you understand it, you stop showing the world who you really are, and instead, you start hiding it, not out of fear, but out of strategy. Because in this world, being too intelligent isn't always an advantage. Sometimes, it's a liability. You are taught that intelligence is power, that the smarter you are, the further you'll go. But reality doesn't reward intelligence. It rewards perception, and perception is fragile. The moment people feel inferior to you, they don't admire you. They resist you. They distance themselves. Or worse, they try to bring you down. Most people don't want to feel small. They don't want to feel outmatched. They don't want to feel like they're the least intelligent person in the room. So what do? They surround themselves with people who make them feel comfortable, not challenged. Comfortable. As Arthur Schopenhauer once suggested, people are drawn toward those who make them feel superior, not because it's right, but because it feels good. So what happens when you walk into a room and unknowingly make everyone feel inferior? You get labeled arrogant, difficult, unlikable. Not because you are, but because you appear that way. And slowly, doors begin to close. Think about it. In a job interview, if your intelligence threatens the person sitting across from you, you lose. Not because you're unqualified, but because you're dangerous to their ego, to their position, to their control. And people protect those things more than they reward talent. So the smartest people learn something most never do. You don't always show your intelligence. You control it. You hold back. You simplify your words. You ask questions you already know the answers to. You let others feel like they're leading even when they're not. Because sometimes being underestimated is the strongest position you can be in. When people think you're less capable, they relax. They stop being careful. They reveal more. They make mistakes. And you observe. You learn. You adapt. Just like in the art of war. Appear weak when you are strong. Not to deceive blindly, but to move without resistance. But this isn't just strategy. It's survival. There were times in history where intelligence wasn't admired. It was hunted. During the Nazi regime, intellectuals were targeted. During the Cultural Revolution, being educated made you an enemy. Standing out meant becoming a target. And in those moments, the ones who survived were not always the strongest, but the ones who knew how to blend in. But there's a cost. When you constantly hide your intelligence, you begin to feel alone, misunderstood, disconnected. Because no one sees the real you. They only see the version you allow them to see. And the longer you wear the mask, the harder it becomes to take it off. So what's the answer? Do you hide forever? Do you pretend your whole